This week we saw a 1.01% gain in our portfolio on eToro. We're going to jump across and take a closer look at where our portfolio currently sits, what we're invested in, how things are going, and a little bit of our plans and what's coming up in the upcoming week or so. But my name's Nate. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Thank you to all those who do. We talk investing, I give portfolio updates, stock reviews, financial coaching, all that kind of stuff on this channel. This is not financial advice, but my experience and what we're doing for our family as far as investments and everything that there goes. But without further ado, let's jump over to eToro and take a look at how our portfolio is doing. Welcome to eToro. This is the homepage, and obviously this is where we do our investing. Let's jump across to our portfolio, our profile, and these are the years we've been investing on eToro. I want to quickly say thank you to the 2,500 followers and the 12 copiers. On eToro you can copy other investors and you do exactly what they are doing, every move they make. And you can see here our risk score is sitting at a level 4, which I am happy with. I like to hang out between 3 to 5 for a risk score. So this is my homepage where you can see posts. I give updates. This video will be shared on there and on our YouTube channel as well. Let's jump to our stats. So month to date, and obviously being January, it is also year to date, we are sitting at 0.32% gain after a 1.01% gain for the week, and that's where we're currently sitting, month to date and year to date. Let's jump to our portfolio. This past week was a crazy week. I'm going to let you look at the stats of these for a little bit. You can see here I've got them listed from best performing, which is United Health, to worst performing, which is currently Adobe, but we are holding on to our current positions as we go into the next week and into the near future. I don't see anything changing just yet in our portfolio, but these aren't necessarily our biggest positions. These are just listed in best performing to worst performing currently on average, and so we have positions. We may have several positions within each investment that gives, then this percentage is an average of all of those positions. But it was a crazy week. At the beginning of the week, the markets took a big hit with worries and concerns around tariffs for Europe and Greenland and all of that. I did some videos on that earlier in the week, so I won't go into that now. And then rebounded as concerns around that abated and rebounded. And for us, I know the S&P kind of just finished flat, but for us we did see a good gain from the week, and we're able to not just make back the downturn but an increase. And I did deposit funds and invest on that downturn, and so that's the benefit there when you have some money ready to go to work. And so that's, Warren Buffett would usually keep some on the sideline, some cash there, which gives you options. That's our portfolio, and that's how the last week kind of played out. There were major things in the last week, but let's take a look at the upcoming week with the economic calendar here. And so some of our holdings are reporting their earnings in this upcoming week, and along with some major companies. So this is the upcoming week. The 26th is the Monday. On the 27th, United Health, which you would have seen in our portfolio, is reporting. Excited for that because they are still well under their fair value, trade, and so I'm expecting a bit of a bump. We saw a good bump when the news came out last year about Warren Buffett holding them, investing in them through Berkshire Hathaway. And then Wednesday's the big day, so we've got big companies reporting: Microsoft, Meta, Tesla, and Apple. These four companies make up 15% of the weighted S&P 500. So 15% of the S&P 500. Apple's happening on Thursday. Microsoft, Meta, and Tesla are on Wednesday, and then Apple on Thursday. Also on Wednesday, we will hear if a interest rate is going to be happening from the US Fed, so interest rate cut. My personal thoughts is there won't be anything happening from the interest rate perspective, and so there won't be anything happening there. And then after that it's fairly quiet the rest of the week. Apple is an interesting company at the moment. It's just had 8 weeks decline, 8 weeks in a row of declining weeks and negative weeks, and so it could be worth a buy. This isn't financial advice, but it could be worth looking into and considering for your portfolio going into its earnings, because it's had a weak approach heading into earnings. But if you are on eToro or YouTube or any of those platforms, follow, subscribe. Thank you to all those who do, and we will see you in the next video. Have a great weekend, everyone.